Hey everyone, today's Geeky Acrylics video is just going to talk about progressing as an artist, improving over time, and how you can judge your improvement from year to year or after a couple of years' time. For this video, I am using a pet portrait of my dog Draco. This is Sir Draco Malfoy. And this is my very first pet portrait. I think it was my very first animal, dog, any type of animal portrait. So I did use a photo reference for this, loosely used a photo reference back in 2013. So I had done landscape paintings, portraits of other people, but this was my first attempt with animals. So I wanted to basically capture his signature look, his little beard, little white spots on his belly and paws. And it's pretty simple, not a lot of detail, just using shades of gray and black to represent his hair. Pretty simplistic, but at the time I was just in love with it. I thought it captured him really well. I was like, yeah, this is my dog, this is great, I love it. But I've been painting and sketching consistently. Even if I don't paint every single week, I do at least some quick warm-up sketches. I'm always working on art. I've never stopped. Just keeping that momentum. Over time, I will tuck my art away. And I recommend everyone do that. Don't throw away your old pieces just because you don't like them. Tuck it away. And then come back to it in a few years' time. For this piece, was sitting on my bookshelf. I noticed it on occasion, but it wasn't something that I really viewed every day. So, recently, unfortunately, my dog did pass in July. He got really sick, and his passing was pretty hard on me, so I want to memorialize him and do a better painting to hang in my room. So coming back from 2013 to 2016, using the skills that I've learned over time and watching other YouTube videos, I did create something I'm much more proud of, and I think it captures them really, really well. So this is the new and improved Sir Draco Malfoy of August 2016. So there's a big difference between what you see in the first painting and what you're looking at right now. More detail, more focus on the face. And again, I used a photo reference for this, but I did change the colors up a little bit. I kind of combined two of my favorite photos of him. One, he was on a blue and tan background, but I took the pose from another picture. I just wanted him to capture the classic Sir Draco Malfoy look and put a focus on the face and really get a lot of detail in. So you can see the back. His back is his body is like kind of in the distance, so it's a little blurry, a lot less focus than the rest of him. I did a little bit on the paws, but it's mostly a focus on the face. In the first one, it was basically just color blocking to represent the hair. But as you can see, there's so much more blending. I took a lot of time. I color blocked it like the first one, but I took a lot of time to really go in and add detail, blending, more variations. And with the beard, that was the main thing I want to correct. The first one, his beard wasn't solid white. As you see in this one, it's more of like a gray. Only the goatee right under his mouth is actually white. So I went in with a liner brush. After I blended it in, added some highlights. Definitely some white highlights on his goatee to really make it pop. Some shading around his nose to get the darker areas around the hair, his hair on the nose. So that it was a lot of time, a lot more hours definitely put into this piece than the previous piece. little extra time spent on the paws. I didn't use the liner brush quite as much on them. It was more of kind of a flat, worn out brush to kind of get the texture a little, but without the really thin lines of the liner brush. And if you know, the liner brush, especially the smaller ones, it doesn't hold a lot of paint. So it was very tedious going line by line and getting on all those little highlights around the top there, around his face, the goatee, the paws. But it makes a huge difference in what you see there in this first piece. It's just, it's a huge difference. Like, I didn't even put a lot of effort into, not really meaning to, but it was just my first time and I didn't really know how to go in and make the hair, make the textures. Watching YouTube videos of other artists show their techniques, it really helps. Like what I did there in the face, all that blending, all that texture, it makes just a mind-blowing difference. And if I'd just given up, if I hadn't have kept sketching him, and there was a couple sketches involved before I ever did this, and watching other YouTube videos that gave tips on brushes and such, and I'll probably do that in a future video. But time and practice makes a huge difference. We're our own worst critics, so sometimes we look and we hate our art, and you know, this is for amateur artists that just look at your work and you're like, I'm terrible, I'm disgusted. Don't give up. Just put it away. Come back and look at it later. If you're constantly practicing, learning new techniques, watching videos, and never giving up, I don't see how you can't come back and see improvement over time. So yeah, look at that. That's a huge improvement. So I hope you do the same. Shout out to my buddy Aaron for getting me this awesome tripod for my birthday so I can make some new videos for you guys, new tutorials. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more. I'll be putting out new videos probably bi-weekly. And let me know in the comments below if there's something else that you want to see. If you have any questions, I'm a self-taught artist, but I have been painting for over a decade and pretty much sketching since I've been able to hold a crayon. So this is my passion. I'm constantly improving, and hopefully you guys can join me on this journey and learn a few things with me. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.